What's up, everybody in YouTube land? This is your friend, formerly known as James. I'm thinking about rebranding this channel, and this is going to be the start of a new series. Okay, we're at January 2nd of 2020 at this point. My first day back to work after the new year. And I wanted to create this sort of vlog series for, my technician friends and brothers and sisters out there, as well as people wondering what it's like to be a technician on a daily basis. Now, get some stuff out of the way first. This is my new truck, my new, to me, service truck. And where I'm coming to you from, it's a 2010, I think, 2010 F150. And it is my boss's old truck, actually. He handed it down to me. And it is way nicer than what a work truck should be. Leather seats, heated cooled seats, navigation, satellite radio, all that stuff. Well, I've got satellite radio until the subscription runs out. But, it'll sync to my phone. It's fancier than anything I've ever owned. So, works for me. 184,500 miles, almost, we'll round up to 185,000 miles at this point. And it's mostly highway. He drove it back and forth to Wichita a whole bunch from here, Stillwater. And that's where I'm at, is Stillwater, Oklahoma. And I'm also gonna get it out of the way that my handle has always been James. James A is this YouTube channel's name. However, that is not my real name. My real name is actually Chris. I work in Stillwater, Oklahoma for a company called Hometown Brand Center. And I am a technician for them. I make pretty decent money as a technician for them. Hey, it's been enough to get out of renting and buy a house and support my family and give my son a good Christmas. So I have a 2-year-old son. That's the other thing. His name is Gabriel. My wife's name is Kayla. And it's just the three of us in a 3-bedroom, ranch-style house that we live in around here. So I'm thinking about rebranding the channel to my Facebook page name. You can reach me at C&G Appliance, and it's at the handle where you can easily find it. It's kind of like Facebook kind of does their stuff like Twitter with an @ sign. It's at CG Vintage Appliance, and that is my side cash sort of business that I do, flipping and restoring appliances. I'm also going to have a little vlog about stuff like that, successes, failures, things like that. I want you guys to see like the reality of the things that I do. Now, the perk of my business, and I've gone into this a little bit before on some of my flipping series, but I have a whole scrap pen of appliances that I get to draw from, which is another perk of this business, and I get to fix and resell whatever comes out of the scrap pen. Like, for example, right now I have an older, I haven't dated it yet, but it is an older top freezer, harvest gold colored Whirlpool refrigerator. Now, it's not porcelain on steel, so it's got to be after 1984, I believe, was the last year that Whirlpool used porcelain on steel. So that may be the next thing that I do. I don't think it needs a paint job, which is fortunate for me because I just found today that the part number for the paint on that refrigerator is no longer available. So that's the downer there. But this is really just kind of my introduction to the vlog series and the possible rebranding of my channel. And if I do rebrand it to anything, it's going to be C&G Appliance. That is what you will know me as on here. So everybody that has searched for James A or whatever, I'm probably going to be rebranding the channel around the time that I release this video. Just so, I can start fresh with the new year. I think real good things are coming. All my technicians, you guys who are rocking your own businesses out there, I really hope all of y'all have a prosperous new year, and I mean that. I really hope you guys really all kill it out there. This trade is a pretty great trade to be a part of, and I will definitely say that. I've already been to I've been to 2 calls today. Pretty simple stuff. I had a washing machine with an F21. It was an older Whirlpool washing machine. Can't remember. Yeah, it was Whirlpool because it had the dial. It didn't have the buttons. It wasn't a Kenmore. But it had a, let's see, what did it have? It had an F21 and an F33 code in it. Determined it was probably just totally the fault of the drain pump. The impeller sounded nasty in it, so we're going to replace the drain pump on that. I also had a November of 1993 wall oven that I just checked out with an F1 code, and with an F1 code, that means it's like, Logix or relays or something in the control board, because the only thing Whirlpool lists for that code is a control board failure, which is an F1 code on that, if I hadn't mentioned that yet before. So really at that point, there's no delving into it. Being that it's 23 years old, I really doubt there's anything we're going to be able to do for it. And that's the other thing. To get that out of the way to get this out of the way as well. I am Whirlpool authorized, Whirlpool, GE, Sub-Zero, Wolf, and Bosch is primarily what I see on a daily basis here through this company. Mainly I'm working on like Whirlpool and GE, and sometimes Bosch to a lesser extent, and it's really only Bosch dishwashers, because everything else with a Bosch nameplate nowadays, like if you get Bosch laundry, if you get Bosch kitchen appliances of any sort, aside from a dishwasher that is not the Ascenta line. Some dishwashers are, some are not. They're all made by Electrolux. They come in Electrolux boxes. We don't even normally sell them. We only usually sell Bosch dishwashers. So that is just a caveat about Bosch for you guys who out there who didn't know that. Most of my technician guys are going to know that. Bosch used to make laundry for the United States, like real German laundry, until 2013, and they quit making German-built laundry for the United States after then. So if you have a Bosch machine that is newer than 2013, then you have bought an Electrolux machine. You have not bought a true Bosch. So that's that. And that's primarily what I work on. That's my name. I wanted to get all that stuff out there so that you guys know who I am, so that you guys, I've got full disclosure. And I'm doing this after I did the interview with Brother B on TMM Appliance. If you don't know who he is, go check him out, guys. His name is Brandon. I call him Brother B. He is top of his field. I mean, he's top of his field. He's trying to get a dialogue between all of us technicians going, and a forum for us all to connect. And I can't tell you how appreciative of that I am, because being out here, the closest supply house to me is an hour away in Oklahoma City. I mean, the company I work for basically is our own supply house. So I am there. I have social interaction 3 times a day, literally. That's it. Aside from the interaction I have with customers, interaction with my boss and, well, all my coworkers usually is 3 times a day. Morning when I come in, lunchtime or so when I'm at the shop flipping, hustling. That's the videos I make. And in the evenings when I come back and when I get ready to go home. So that's usually, unless I have to go back there to buy a part or to get a part or something like that, not buy, but get a part, that's usually the only time. I mean, I don't keep inventory on this truck because obviously it's way too nice and I'm not gonna keep inventory. I mean, I keep a little box back there with a few common things, elements, dryer service kits, you know, a couple things like that. Grid cutter restrings, and that's the other thing I'm going to be showing you guys. If you guys didn't know, when you're dealing with Whirlpool ice machines, grid cutter restring kits. Oh, let me see if I can grab one here, if I have one. I don't know. I don't remember the part number of it. Here we go. Dang it. Part number on this is right here. It's 4387020. And that is a grid cutter restring, and it actually lets you restring the entire cutter grid. But usually the only wire that breaks in that is the top wire. I'll go through, you know, I'll make a video about that when I encounter one again, and that's usually probably going to be in the summertime. So with that, you guys, I just wanted to get those things out of the way and tell you that this is the first entry in either weekly, bi-weekly. I think I'm just going to start off weekly with this vlog, but we're going to call this Appliance Tech Vlog is what I'm going to call this series. And I'm going to put it in a folder and organize it all for you guys. But that's what I'm starting today. Okay? So, peace and love to all you guys out there. You guys who are out there doing your own thing. Man, I hope y'all kill it. You know, make money, support your family, because after all, you know, that's what this is all about. So, I hope you guys who are out there, you know, hustling, just kill it. Go ahead. So I guess that's where I'll end it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of my viewers, and I'll be back with a new video probably end of the week. Thanks, guys.